And then when Anna went to Love Island, I literally just quit my job.
She quit her job as soon as I went on.
I walked out. I was like, bye.
Me and Mandi sit and we cry and we get so upset about like what we're left with, like the scars and the imperfections from our previous mistakes. You actually have got the biggest heart ever.
Oh,
yeah, you feel things so much. Like I think
so
you're much nicer than me.
Wow. I agree. I think you're right.
Hey guys, welcome back to Charlize's Private Story. My podcast where I share more than ever before and we talk all things beauty, fashion, and also I give you all the juicy drama. And every single week I'm joined by influencers, friends, celebrities and my own family to talk about their private stories, their picnics and also to get to know them more. And I want you guys to keep getting involved like you did last time, so please send in all your questions, stories and dilemmas because we love hearing from you. And welcome to my private story. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Charlize's Private Story. Today, Inner Fangirl's coming out because I'm actually a big fan of their podcast and I had to get them on mine. So, I've got Anna and Mandi.
Hi guys.
Hey girls, how are you?
Good.
You look lovely. I must say, their hair, when they walked in, I was like, damn, I need my extensions back. It's making me miss them. So, just in case people don't know who you girls are, can you give like a little introduction?
Sure. So I'm Anna Vikili.
I'm Mandi. We're sisters.
We've got a podcast called Sisters in the City. I don't know how to say. I don't know where to start. When you introduce yourself, do I say pharmacist? Do I say ex-Love Islander? Do I say influencer?
What do I say? Clout chaser. Basically, like Anna went on Love Island, and then everything basically came off from the back of that. Like our podcast, basically, it became popular because obviously Anna was on Love Island.
Yeah, your Love Island era was one of my favourite. I think that was the last, like that season, then the series after was my two last favourite series.
Were you watching it back then?
Of course I was. I was year 7 watching that stuff.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, and my nan loved your series. Like I actually remember we all actually really enjoyed that. That was probably one of the best series ever.
Yeah. You would be loved if you went on Love Island. And it should be everyone's type, do you think?
I'd be
blonde,
scared
petite,
as hell.
blue eyes.
But with like, obviously your sisters, you're very close. I mean, from when we watch, like even my sisters are like, oh, it's nice that they're actually like close and you've brought your sister into doing the kind of industry that you're in. But how was it like growing up as sisters? Were you close then?
We've always been so close. Like literally our whole life we shared everything from like we had one bank account basically until Love Island. No, even after Love Island.
After Love Island. That was the best part of my life, actually, sharing a bank account after Love Island.
We shared knickers, we shared a bed up until Love Island.
We shared everything but men.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Never had a man.
We have boundaries.
Yeah.
And shoes because she's got...
And shoes because I've got big feet.
Yeah.
I've taken my shoes off, by the way, because I need to be comfortable doing a podcast. But anyway, yeah, we share everything. We're really close. Really, really close.
That's so good. And like growing up, I feel like sometimes with siblings, you get closer when you get older. Do you ever hear that with like some of my friends are like, oh, I hate my sibling. Then when they got older, they're like, oh, actually, we're friends now. But with you guys, you've always just been...
I've heard that. Or sometimes siblings will be close or they grow apart. We've always just been super close. And I remember after Love Island, everyone thought it was so weird how she was everywhere with me and we were doing everything together.
I think
and
that's
I was
so
like,
nice.
That's just normal for us.
They were jealous.
So what
jealous
was
of me.
both your job roles before?
So I was a pharmacist and...
I was working as a makeup artist in Harvey Nichols in Knightsbridge. But I did graduate in law, okay?
Yeah.
I did. I've got a law degree.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I want to take a gap year. I want to do makeup. And then when Anna went to Love Island, I literally just quit my job.
She quit her job as soon as I went on.
out. I was like, bye.
I could have
So
been
she had a Legally Blonde era.
Yeah.
She then did makeup and then she was like, yeah, I'm going to be a full-time...
influencer.
But how did she know? I could have been on there for literally like a day and she would have quit her job. How did you know I was going to even
it's
last?
funny because when Anna went on, I had no followers, none. I don't know why I even quit my job. Like I was just a brave move.
But with your experience, did you apply?
So no, actually, they messaged me on Instagram and I still remember to this day, I was in the pharmacy working and they messaged me like, we're from ITV, like, can we have a quick call? So I was like, okay, I went into the consultation room. I was like to the patients, sorry, you can wait. I went to the consultation room and I spoke to them and just basically went from there.
Wow.
I know it was...
She got scouted.
That's good.
Basically.
I love the whole scouting stories. That's cool. So then what was your reaction? Was you like, yeah, do it? Or was you
I was like, you have to do it. Like, you better do it.
Wow.
Like, change
so much
my
pressure.
life. Okay?
Make me money.
Make me money. Go. Sell your soul. I was like, I was really happy. And when she went on there, I was commentating on her Instagram and literally all the followers I got was from just talking on her Instagram stories.
Well, you're lucky that you was allowed to do that because now they're not allowed to do that
Yeah,
anymore.
I've heard they're not allowed to do that anymore.
No.
But I think they do that for all stars now.
What?
Really?
Yeah, they let you All Stars, they let their family members run their Instagram because
They've already had it before, I
exactly.
guess.
Because they already have like the experience.
But if you're newbie...
Newbies, no.
No,
I remember I had like the head of ITV, like they called me and they were like, you can't be saying these things, delete the stories.
No way.
I was like, no.
Yeah, but I'm
see
not
why I
being
won. It
funny.
was worth it in the end.
Who cares? Yeah, and look at you now. Like, you've got your own podcast. You're both very successful. So your reaction was really good. Because I feel like sometimes you hear and people are like, oh, my family hated it. They didn't want me to go on. What was your parents like?
Oh, no,
Oh,
my
my
mum
days.
was not happy.
Really?
No, she was shouting down the house apparently when I was in there.
She was like, what is this?
Yeah, why are you snogging these
She's
boys on the...
she was in a jacuzzi, like
Why do you always keep bringing
that
up the
jacuzzi, mate. That jacuzzi scene. You were on, Anna. It
Do you
was
know I've matured
mad.
since then? Like I've grown up.
She's
a lot
grown
since
up.
Then.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
But-
but I matured late.
Yeah.
I want Anna to go back on Love Island. If there's ever another All Stars, I want Anna to be on there again.
You have to go on also. Would you do it?
She was like, I don't know.
I don't know. Do you know what? I was like, no. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I would do it. I'm literally
Look, you
in
can
two
say you're
minds.
healed, yeah, but like you need to defrost a little back to the old you because I need to see that again. Because no one's as like, everyone wants to be an influencer so badly now that I feel like they don't act the way that your season acts.
Yeah.
Because I think your season was when it created the influencer market and everyone was like, oh, you can actually like be an influencer from Love Island. But like now, I think people care too much about their appearance that they wouldn't go mad.
They just don't be themselves.
Yeah, back then we just went in and we didn't even like think of the cameras and we were just ourselves.
Yeah.
You know?
But
I'm single now, so I don't know what's around the corner.
you've got to do it.
Life's about risk.
She's
I'm gonna
left
put
me.
you
She's moved to
forward.
Dubai a month ago.
Yeah, so basically my life's just a bit all over the place right now. So
Wow. So you moved to Dubai. How are you doing your podcast online?
Breaking my heart, honestly.
I'm
first
back
of all.
every 4 to 5 weeks, babe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
That's
she stays
must
for
be
like 2 to 3 weeks.
expensive. Can
Yeah,
I come visit though? Like,
life's
This is very
expensive.
wow. And you've stayed
Yes,
in
unfortunately.
England. Oh my God. And you're just living by yourself out there?
I've just got back a few days ago for
Yeah.
being there for 4 weeks. It was my first time ever living alone. So like obviously going through the breakup, I was in a long-term relationship. We just broke up like 7 weeks ago. So I just did it for like a healing kind of journey, take some time alone and just process it because her boyfriend's best friends with my ex.
So we were going out. We are.
That is awful.
I'm still going out with him, but we were basically going out with 2 best friends.
So
it's really complicated, isn't
and
it?
I had to get away.
Yeah,
I
that
had to
must be
get away.
so difficult. That's like why you shouldn't do it, but like you still do it.
So true.
Do you know what I mean? Like me
always
and my
thought
friend
that.
always go for the best friends. Like we used to be really bad. Like literally like last year I remember we went on like 2 mans, it was always the best friends.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, great, neither of us can talk to either of them.
It's
I mean I've got a
hard.
boyfriend now anyway, but like back in the summer era, I was
Yeah.
like, I can't talk to them. Jesus Christ.
It's really, really hard. It's even worse when you're sisters because like you're together even more. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's not
And
just
each
like a
other's face even
friend.
more.
It's like I'm trying to get over it and heal and it's like their
Yeah.
constant reminder or constant hearing things about what he's doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I could not do that. I'd go absolutely psycho. I
know.
actually think I would. But do you think with the show, has it kind of affected your self-esteem in a way? Did you feel like you had a lot of hate when you come off?
With Love Island.
Yeah.
I think definitely when I first went on and like first came off, yes, it did. Because before that I was in my own little bubble and then like just being exposed to the world and having everyone comment on your looks, it did. Because once you hear something more than once, you start thinking, is this true about the way I look? But I think after a while, it actually did in turn make me more confident.
Yeah.
Because having to deal with all that makes you a stronger, more confident person. So I feel like now, looking back, I'm much more confident. But the first bit, it did affect me a lot.
Yeah. And I think that's quite normal for anyone that's gone on a show when you've come from a really normal life and then that. But how was it as like being her sister and like reading the comments?
She's so thick-skinned.
I know.
She doesn't care.
I literally don't care what anyone says.
Really?
Even I was getting trolled. I was like on the Sun newspaper, like Anna Bakili's sister looks like she's been stung by bumblebees. That's how much fillers she's got. The Sun newspaper, like stung by wasps.
They weren't joking though.
I literally did look like that. To be honest, I was actually grateful for the trolling because after that I was like, you know what? Now I can see it. I could see what they were talking about. So I went and dissolved everything after that.
Really? Did
I
you?
went and dissolved all my like my fillers. I was looking like a hectagon.
Me too. When I look back at my Love Island videos, what was going on? Like my jaw filler and my
Yeah, it
lips.
was over the top. That was like a trend though at that point. Everyone was doing
everyone come out and did the same thing anyway.
Yeah,
I remember seeing all
everyone.
like the Love Islanders come out and like get jaw filler and then they all dissolved
Yeah,
after like
everyone.
a year. But that must have been quite crazy. But you're thick skinned, so you probably didn't see
Yeah.
it.
She's not bothered as much by trolling.
No.
Whereas I think I'm a bit more affected.
Sensitive of it kind of
Anna
thing.
was like really like depressed after.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't depressed.
Peeling you off the floor. You were like,
Oh
everybody
my God, you're
hates me.
so
Right, okay,
exaggerating.
no, I'm exaggerating.
You're really
Oh,
exaggerating.
but it affected you though. The
You're
trolling did affect you.
You like, yeah, it affected me. I'd have down moments, but
do you watch it now?
I watched the All Stars one.
I watched
That
All
was
Stars.
great.
Yeah.
That was a really good one.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch the last season. No.
No, I watched it and then I didn't watch it for a week and then I'd watch it again. But I think it was at its peak when you went on. So I think you're lucky for when you did.
I think actually your season, like the people that went on there did the best.
Yeah.
Like, they literally did do the best.
Look at them now.
true, yeah.
But would you ever go on or no?
She's in a relationship.
I'm in a relationship.
Okay,
long term.
say
Long, like so long.
say there was no relationship. What if they had offered you the same time as your sister? Would you
Yeah,
have done it
that
then?
would have been so good.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
I think, well, they probably realised after because then they did Jess and Eve, didn't they? Straight away after, literally in the winter one.
Yeah.
They messed up.
I don't know why they didn't put me on. I feel like maybe they thought I would have got like it cancelled because of the things I say, like controversial things.
Maybe, you know.
Maybe.
But like still, I feel like that would have been such great TV.
Yeah.
So good. They messed up.
Yeah, no, that is actually really, really upsetting.
It would have been so joke.
But how do your parents feel now? Because obviously you went back to pharmacy, didn't you?
So during COVID, I went a bit to like help out.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I was so out of the loop and I was like, oh my God, I've studied so hard for this. So I was like, let me just do like a couple of days, maybe a week, 1 day a week, just to stay in the loop with it.
Yeah.
But then
and now you're a full-time influencer.
Yeah. I just didn't
Podcaster. Influencer makes me sick.
Yeah, I don't really like the word. I'm a content creator. Like,
Oh, yeah,
what?
that's good. That's a good one.
I do
Actually, I
like
want to
saying
take that.
content creator.
I'm
I
a
just
content
can't
creator.
say I'm a content creator because we don't create any content.
Yeah, I know. And I always imagine content creators to be like YouTubers.
Girls, we see your clips on TikTok. It's fine.
That's
You don't
content
need- That is
creating.
content
That's
creating.
enough.
Yeah, fair
but
enough.
with your podcast, what kind of made you guys want to do the podcast?
We were out actually. We were in like Soho House and some amazing woman who I love now basically came up to us and she was like,
approached
she
us.
works on with like a publishing podcast agency and she was like, I think you guys would be amazing to doing podcasts together and I want to like pitch the idea to you guys, and it literally all started from her from that.
But it's just such a natural thing for us to do because obviously me and my sister, we just talk non-stop to each other. We never run out of things to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, we started our podcast in our room.
In our kitchen, our living room, audio.
And then slowly, then we like managed to make enough money from the podcast to put back into it. And then we were like in her boyfriend's back office.
in the back of his office.
And now we've got to a point where we have our own studio. So it's like we've done
growth.
it. We're self-made.
It's very self-made. I love that. That
from
must
the
have been
kitchen to the living room
How
to the
long-
back of
how
my
long have you been
boyfriend's
doing
office.
it? Has it been long?
For actually not
3
long,
years.
3 years.
3 years is
Yeah.
quite long though in the podcast industry because there's not many people until like, I mean, I started last year.
We jumped on it at the right time,
You did
though,
jump on
didn't
it
we?
Very early.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we didn't have guests.
But we
as
didn't
well.
have video version though. The first year was just audio, which kind of like we should have got onto video
You
straight
say
away.
that, but I think at the beginning everyone was just listening to audio.
Yeah,
I listened to
true.
audio back then, and now you're like, oh, if you've got a video, you might as well just watch the video.
Yeah. And we've
But-
only started getting guests the last few months.
And what made you want to get guests? Was it just like a bit of a switch up kind of
Yeah,
vibe?
like just to change it up a little bit because it's just me and Mandi all the time. Maybe, it'd be interesting to get like some cool, fun guests.
Yeah.
You got to come on.
I'm coming on
Yeah,
as soon
we
as I
need
turn
you.
18.
As soon as you turn 18, you're coming on our podcast.
I'm on. You wait, mate. Honestly,
No more PG talks. It's gonna be like sisters in the city vibe.
It really
It's
will.
gonna be naughty.
Honestly, even when I was saying to my cousin last night, because she's like 21, I was like, she was like, who have you got on the pod tomorrow? And I told him, she was like, I'm so jealous. She was like, I love that podcast because I think there's not many podcasts that are very open and like very honest. I feel like there's always filters. More than yours, it's very like, you feel like you're actually in the room with you kind of vibe, which I like.
The way we do it as well is just us two in the room. So
Yeah.
it's like, it feels like so natural and just to be filter free. Because
Yeah.
we don't feel like anyone's watching us. It's just us two.
It is just
Anything
you
we
two.
say that's like too outrageous, we could just be like, cut it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet there's been a few times.
Our
we're like,
editor knows
Yeah.
all.
yeah,
We have to get each episode reviewed, literally.
Really,
Every
it's
episode
got to
gets
that point.
reviewed.
You're big time now. That's how you got to see it. Like I'm big time now, and that is what I say. I'm someone now.
That's
But I was gonna say, obviously in the industry, you've been on Love Island. You've also now been brought up with it, with the whole industry. But you were saying earlier to me, like, you don't really talk to that many people in the industry. You're not really like up to date with the new influencers.
No.
Why would you say that is? Is it just you two kind of like being your separate
I just feel like ever since Love Island, when I first came out, everyone was like, you need to get in there with everybody. And I just thought a lot of this industry is very fake. Like, people are so fake. They pretend they like you, and then they'll like talk bad about someone. And then like next thing you know, they're in each other's stories. And I was like, this is wild. Yeah. I've got my friends from before Love Island.
Yeah.
And like, I'm happy like that. We don't really watch much reality TV.
I don't watch any reality TV.
We don't really scroll on Instagram and TikTok like that. Maybe because we're just older, like we're millennials.
We are old, right?
I hate when you keep saying this because I'm like, no, you're not.
No,
So
trust
we don't
me.
know. We
like,
don't
what do
know.
I do for fun? Like, find new cutlery for my house. Like, boring art stuff.
H&M
decor.
home every night.
It's H&M home.
So
But
these
yeah.
names that you like say to me, like these influencers or these, I don't know, TV stars, I don't actually know them. And she's even worse than
I'm
me.
worse. I don't know
We
anyone.
are like in our own, I guess we are in our own bubble.
In our own little bubble. It's
Yeah.
weird, isn't
I
it?
really like that though. I think it's nice. You've got each other. You don't need to have the fake.
It's good, but it's also not good as well, because I feel like if we were more mixed in the industry, our podcast would grow even
A lot
more. Do you know what I mean?
Because we'd have more reach, more exposure.
I get what you mean, yeah.
But
But
so
then I
many
think that
people-
always comes and you find your right people when you find them.
We're
Don't
doing
force
it in our own way. And
Yeah.
I mean,
And like, I feel like when you came out of Love Island, like a lot of Love Islanders, when they come out, they think they're really sick. Do you know
I
what I mean?
hate that. Like
I
they
can't
think
be
they're
dealing with that.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? I don't get it.
Do you talk to anyone from your series?
Yeah, I do. I am still friends with quite a few of them, but we don't really see each other as much or, you know, talk as much.
Yeah.
But everyone's so busy. But like I've noticed as well, some people do think that they are like Beyonce or Rihanna when they come out of Love Island. It's like, we just wasn't
I
on
can't
like
be
a
bothered
TV
for
show.
that kind of energy. So
Yeah.
I will humble you.
We will humble.
Yeah.
Do you think your relationship as sisters can threaten boys, girls, like kind of coming into your
Good
life?
question, isn't it? Do you know what? I do think it can be intimidating
Intimidating.
for
Yeah.
guys, because we've got such a close relationship. It's like almost like, do they feel like they're in competition?
They can't compete.
They can't.
But a good man will just know he's second place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, I
family
feel like-
first.
I just feel like a good man is not going to try and compete with your sister. He's going to know that that's like an unbreakable bond. That's like your real soulmate.
But
Yeah.
I also feel like it's an attractive quality about
Yeah,
us.
it's very attractive.
That fact that we have that bond and
It
each
just
other.
makes men just fall to their knees, like, because they're like, look at the love that they have. They don't even need me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I like that. But do you feel like with like friendships, you've ever had like really bad problems where like a girl's been horrible to your sister and then it's like, well, I'm not going to be a
Anna's
friend.
like very protective of me, aren't you, Anna?
Yeah,
In the
I think
past. In the past, she has been.
Really?
Like, I feel like Anna's had arguments in the past with people because she's like, you're not being there for Mandi, or you're not supporting her enough, or she's going for a breakup and she's going for a hard time. You need to be there for her. And then they end up getting into an argument over me. And I'm just like, she loves me so much.
Cool. You two, yeah, double trouble though. Like, if one of
Literally.
you came at me, I'd be like, sorry, but
Yeah.
two of you, I'd be like, what do I do now?
Oh, we'd look after you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll take you under our
You
wing.
can
Yeah.
protect me, and if someone's mean to me, then you
could be the
beat
third
them.
little sister.
You guys spoke on your podcast. This is what actually came up. First time I probably saw you was when you were talking about filler and how
Yeah.
like you changed a lot of your appearances for other people's like reviews and stuff. And you obviously said like a lot of young girls. I mean, like, I'm literally turning 18 next year, and like all my friends are like, I can't wait to get this boob job, blah blah blah. What is like your opinions on that kind of situation and like fillers and stuff like that?
Look, we're not
so mixed,
anti,
innit?
yeah, we're not anti-aesthetics and we're not anti-surgery, but we have like done episodes and we have spoken about how it's not something to be taken lightly. Like, let's say you're turning 18 or your friends are and you're like, we want a boob job, we want to do don't make that mistake of just jumping into it. It has to be like, you have to think about it long and hard and do
Yeah.
your research, because we've made a lot of mistakes.
A lot of mistakes. Like, for example, I rushed into a boob job and then it went wrong. And then I realized, oh, actually, I need under the muscle. Was it under the muscle?
Yeah.
Under the muscle implant. And now I ended up having to have like 2 corrective procedures because of not getting the right one in the first place for my body. So basically like rushing into things and not doing proper research and thinking about it. And even when you do the right surgery, things can always go wrong. Like there's
Yeah.
always risk. You need to be prepared. So you need to think, do I really need this or want this? Is this so important to my mental health and happiness for me to put my body through
that.
something like this, through trauma,
Yeah.
basically?
And like, for example, when I did my first boob job, I didn't even need it. I had great
Anna
boobs.
had really great boobs.
And I did it for what reason? I just was like, oh, bigger boobs, I'll be more
It's like
sexy.
shopping.
Like-
At that point, it was like shopping for your body.
and now
Yeah.
I'm like, then I ended up having to go get corrective surgery twice because it had so many issues. And,
Really?
yeah. And now I have like scars that
Yeah.
I hate. And I just feel like, oh, I wish I could turn back time and I wouldn't have done it. But hey, it's done now. But at least we can like let people know just to think about what they do. It has to
I think
be
that's so
worth it.
important. If you've got the platform and you've like obviously gone through it yourselves and also like have such a strong feeling on it, then why wouldn't you go and tell
we've
people?
spoken a lot as well about like obviously our BBLs, which is like a fat transfer to the bum.
Yeah.
And like the scars that I've got from that surgery are like really bad. And
They say it's one of the most dangerous.
It's actually one of it probably is the most dangerous cosmetic surgery procedure out there. It is the highest risk of like fatality. It's really, really dangerous.
Yeah, we were so like naive.
So
about
naive.
it.
And trends are changing all the time as well. So people jump on trends like, oh, small waist, big bum. And then like that changes. It's like not even in anymore.
And then
Skinny's
it's like
in
skinny
now.
in, and then it's like Ozempic vibe. And then next year it might be back to like the big bum and boobs.
Like big lips was so in at one point. Everyone got massive lips and then everyone dissolved it. And now they've ended up with like wrinkly lips because like of the stretch in the skin. So like you really need to just be confident.
Just do what you want to do. Don't follow trends. Do what if you really, really want it and you've done proper research and you know it will make you a happier person, then I'm not going to sit back and say don't do it.
And you need to think long and hard because I feel like for example, I wanted a surgery about like pinning my ears back, which I don't think I even need, right? And I was like obsessed with getting this surgery and I was like, let me sit on this and let me wait. And then after like a year, like I changed my mind.
Yeah.
So just sit on it for a long time because as you age and as you get older, you change so much.
I mean, it's like a tattoo, they say, like it's permanent.
Mate, I've got these butterflies tattooed on my back and I do not like them.
No, I feel like honestly with tattoos and stuff, like I've got butterfly hair, it's cute. I like it. But maybe in like 10 years I might be like, oh, why did I get that?
Yeah.
So I do feel like you've got to be really careful with like, it's literally the same as a tattoo. And like the dissolving process looks horrible. Yeah. Having to go through and sit there and like get it all taken, I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
So I think, it's definitely like an important message, especially because like people that listen to me are so young and influenced by these trends.
You need to be careful. Even there was like a new trend recently of like bum fillers, hip fillers, which I also tried out. And like then now it's all come out about the risks associated with that as well. Like you have to be really careful.
Me and Mandi sit and we cry and we get so upset about like what we're left with, like the scars and the imperfections from our previous mistakes. And I just want to like highlight that we are very sad about certain things we've done.
Yeah.
And it's not like what you think it's on Instagram and we're looking like posing. It's not exactly like that.
We literally have an episode on our podcast called like Plastic Surgery Ruined My Body. That's the episode name.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to that one.
So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I thought we could play a game because I want to know a bit more about your opinions on things. So be as controversial as you want. It's great. I like this part. So pick an ick. Give me your pick and your ick about 3 topics I'm going to give you.
Oh, God.
First of all, being an influencer. I'm going to say this because I know you guys don't like it either. Being a content creator. What's your pick and your ick?
So influencer, like Instagram influencer.
Anything you want. Like for me, my pick would be obviously like you get to connect with your followers, but Nick is like the pressure of having to post. I hate that.
My pick would be getting things for free. Like I'm not gonna lie, that is my favourite part.
Yeah.
All
That's the
right.
same as me.
I swear, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
and
but
I can book appointments and like restaurant bookings and this, and they just give me this closest appointment date.
Yeah.
It is good.
The gifting and like being able to book things, that's amazing.
Yeah, the ick.
In the UK, having to find a decent, aesthetically pleasing background to take a picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
it's
the
the
hell?
worst.
But
That's
my
like-
ick is captions. I can't do it. I can't.
Captions are cringe.
I can't
I
do
actually
captions.
do ick myself out when I look back at what I put like last year. I'm like, why would I have put that?
Captions like used to be a really cool thing, yeah? Like it used to be cool. Whatever you put there, you know, Drake, you just listen to this song, you take some lyrics. Now, I can't be dealing with captions.
Now it's like Monday vibes.
Yeah, now it's
Monday
like
matcha. That's all I ever see. It's me
now it's
doing
like dump, the week's dump, September dump. Now you have to do that because anything else is just cringe.
Literally, I'm always just putting dumps, or I'm putting like an emoji, like a cloud, and I'm like, there you go, you can have
See,
that cloud.
You're way cooler than I was when I was your age. I was giving you like the most cheesiest captions.
Yeah, we all go through the lyric one.
Yeah. I don't even know if there was Instagram when I was your age, but when I was in my 20s, there was Instagram and it was cringe.
Yeah, we all gone through it. So that's your icks and that's your picks. Next one, each other.
My ick with you
Oh, you jump on it straight away. You don't even hold back. Nothing.
is that you're so moody, moany, negative Mandy.
You're the one who just moaned about the aesthetics.
I had to pick an ick.
I had to pick an ick. I am. My nickname is Moody Mandy.
Yeah.
Is it?
I'm actually really moody.
But
Like people don't think that. When people meet me, they're like, "Oh my gosh, she must be so fun and funny." I'm like,
so you're the moody sister.
I'm moody. And what else?
But
you said you have so many
pick
icks.
would be that like you got such a big heart and you're so kind, like, and you're very.
I thought you said big heart.
A big heart, and you're so like. You're so there for me when I need you all the time at any second. Aww. And she's actually she's got the biggest heart ever. No one can tell because she seems like such a cow.
You always say this. I really don't see it.
Like you seem like you'd be a cow. Like you intimidate.
A cow?
Oh, we can't swear.
I can't believe you call me a cow. Like, I haven't called a cow since I was in primary school, probably.
I can't swear, so I'm just.
Okay.
I'm trying to use the old words. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But you actually have got the biggest heart ever.
Oh,
yeah, you feel things so much. Like I think
so
you're much nicer than me.
Wow.
Okay, no,
I agree. I think you're right.
What about
you? I feel like I don't know. What's my ick with you? You're stubborn. Like you're stubborn. You've got mum's genetics.
What do you mean?
Like I feel like like you've changed recently, but like I feel like our whole life, if you did do something wrong or if you were wrong, you'd always stand by the fact that you're right and you'd never give in. Yeah. The world could be ending and like you wouldn't be like, Mandi, you're right. Like you wouldn't. And my pick.
Wow.
There's nothing about you I like.
Wow.
Just the fact you love me, you're protective of me, and you love me so much. There's no one that loves me as much as you.
And you've always got each other's back.
Yeah,
that is nice.
Always.
Okay, and the last one's fashion.
Fashion.
Okay, so I love Ugg boots. You know.
They're you and your Uggs.
They're so comfortable.
They're just easy to put on though. It's like you just slip them on and walk
She
out
got me these Ugg slippers for Christmas. Was it last year?
Yeah.
And then they're too big for me.
Well,
and you think you know me that well, but they're too big for me. And
not my problem.
I can't wear them properly.
This is your size.
She's like, it's the best shoe ever. It's like
my ick is micro mini skirts. Yeah, like they're just not it for me.
Yeah, everything is like see-through.
Oh, lace. Like, have you seen like the lace and then like just like the little
why is everything see-through or like so open? I mean, what's going on with the world? Like, what's left for yourself?
But yeah, so fashion, you'd say the short mini skirts.
Yeah, the micro mini skirts,
and then the Uggs.
And Uggs. What about you? You didn't say
me. I love a jumpsuit. My favorite outfit, my go-to is a jumpsuit.
Yeah,
it just looks so good on me. And what looks the worst?
I thought you'd say tracksuits because you're just always in tracksuits.
That's because we live in the UK.
Yeah. What else can you really?
Okay? Do you want me to wear hot pants?
Yeah.
This is not Australia.
I wish it blooming was though. Like
my go-to is jumpsuits. I love a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Fashion Nova is what I shop from the most. And you know what I just don't like cohorts, yeah?
What?
That are skirt and top cohorts.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Really? Are we talking like short skirt?
They make me look humongous. I'm like, I'm jealous of everyone that looks good in them. Top and skirt cohorts.
Do you know what I don't get recently is them weird skirts.
The ones that fold over like a bit like a cupcake.
Nappy, yeah.
I know exactly what you're on about.
The one I basically wore for the Halloween costume. They're in, you know. I wore it as a costume, but people are wearing them as normal.
Are they like skirts? They're called skirts. Skirt shorts.
Not skirts. They're not skirts are nice.
No,
if you
they're
get
just
the right
a big
one.
puffy, like they look like a nappy.
Yeah, they like poof out and they kind of like roll back in. It's a bit of a weird
Are they
one.
in right now? I would never wear it. So can you imagine
Do you know
me?
what? That's probably my ick. You've gave me my ick.
Yeah.
Because I always get confused with what to say because I'm just like a manipulator. Like I'll say I don't like something, then I wear it, and then I'm like,
I don't like jeans.
At the moment,
I can't wear jeans.
Jeans, I love jeans.
That's because you're slim.
Yeah.
You've got BBL. You'd look great in jeans. Like I wish.
That's what I thought before the BBL, but no, it doesn't work like that.
Really?
No, they're like you look weird.
Yeah.
Do you ever find it's hard to find sizing though that fits your waist and not your bum? Now?
Exactly. Yeah. You end up with these weird
jeans.
problems.
I mean, like my bum's growing like a little bit from the gym, and now I'm like a different person.
That's the way to do it. That's the hottest bum. Gym bum. Trust me.
We're trying, but yeah, jeans is my pick. So this part of the episode, I'm actually going to ask the girls to do some listener questions. So you guys at home can DM me at Charlize's private story over on Instagram and we'll work through and ask the girls. So the first one is, any tips or advice on going on a first date? I'm really nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got loads.
Number 1, eye contact.
Yes.
Like I just
always get intimidated by that in a good way though.
In a good way. Like if you're speaking to him or her, don't be looking to the side. Look at him when you're speaking to him. But I also think like too much eye contact as well can be a bit freaky. Yeah, I remember once years ago I went on a date with a guy and he was like,
who was he?
Yeah, he was a weirdo. That like it's freaked me out. So just like have a good balance.
Yeah,
with that.
like you look and then look away and look and then look away.
Don't talk about bad things your ex has done.
Don't talk about your ex, period.
I don't know. I feel like that happens.
Unless he asks,
On
don't
the
bring it up.
first date, surely, like, it's a bit much.
I feel like it's the first few dates where you end up talking about them and then you never speak about them again because they will be like, oh, so when was your last relationship?
When they ask, they don't start suddenly trauma dumping on the guys. You know what I mean?
He did this, he did that.
Yeah, they have to ask. What
I
else?
would also say, like, if you ask, like, what do you want to eat and stuff, what do you want to drink? Then be like, I don't know, girl.
Really?
And don't be like, you choose.
I'm like that. I'd be like, you choose. I'm not
Thing
fussed.
is, I'm
not
so fussy. I'd be like, nah.
I'm just like, no seafood, but go for it. Pick whatever. Because I'm not thinking about eating like that. I'm just thinking about having a drink and
what are you
getting
thinking
to know
about?
you.
Okay.
Getting to know the boy.
I'm not thinking about stuffing my face on the first
Yeah,
date.
true. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. I just feel like coming across like, but maybe if you genuinely want the guy's opinion, then be like, you choose. Show me what you're good at.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
have good
Best stuff.
conversation. Don't just speak about yourself. Listen as well.
Eye contact. Be confident.
Yes.
Don't be indecisive. That's our tips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Genevieve asks, did you change yourself in high school to fit in?
No, so high school, secondary school, right?
Yeah.
High
So
school?
secondary school. I mean, I was bullied during secondary school.
Same.
You were
Really bad, yeah.
Really? I thought you'd be like the popular girl.
No.
No?
I got really badly bullied.
Why?
People were just horrible
What could
to me.
anyone bully you about?
Exactly.
Anna's name was Anahita, the anteater.
Yeah, my name's not actually Anna. My name's my name's not Anna. It's Anahita. So that's my actual name.
Right.
So I used to get bullied by all the girls. They used to be like Antita or Hita, like it's hot here. And I used to have a mono. I used to have a monobrow.
I can't breathe.
I literally had one eyebrow. So the girls used to be like one eyebrow. Or
Because she's Middle Eastern, we're hairy.
yeah, we're very.
We don't
hairy.
hairy
like,
anymore.
What are you
We've got
expecting?
laser.
You're young. Do you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to know to like get
My
waxed
mum
and
wouldn't let me
stuff?
pluck my eyebrows.
No,
but the other girls, they looked really good. They'd shaving and they were pretty and they'd go out and they'd have boyfriends, but I wasn't allowed. So it was like, I think it's maybe I just was the odd one out, I guess. But I didn't change to fit in. I just kind of like
Didn't fit in. She just didn't fit in.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was popular.
Was you? Was you the popular girl?
I came and I was so popular
That she
that when I'd
helped me.
walk through the corridors, people would move to the side, like, you know, the river.
In like the
you know
Mean
that-
Girls film.
Yeah, it would just be like,
The river.
you know that river, like that red river was on the religious stories?
When the water,
it would
like,
just water
moves.
just separate.
Yes.
That was
That
what it
was
was
you.
like, my secondary school
And she
experience.
came, and then when she came to I don't know, when you came.
When I came to school.
secondary school. I can't talk.
Wait, it's 2-year age gap, isn't it?
a year and a half,
I don't know what happened, but when she was there, suddenly I was better.
Because when I came in, I feel like I gave Anna some confidence
Yeah, good.
because I was popular.
But I would say I definitely tried to fit in. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you do to try and fit in?
Just like change yourself a bit to like make people like you more. I feel like it was hard because like you wanted everyone to like you, so you'd kind of like change.
I didn't try and change to fit in. I just found a group of people that were similar to me.
Losers.
There was none in my school.
But then when I did go to college, I went with a whole new attitude of like confidence, and I'm not going to let anyone bully me. And I think that's what I've kind of carried on from then till now. And probably some of the things that you even saw on Love Island was me being extra defensive of myself, because I just won't let anyone bring me down anymore.
No,
So I'm very protective of my energy now.
that's good. I think that's the best way to be. But that's all the questions for today. Thanks everyone that did send them, and you can keep sending them in on DMs. But I've got one last question to ask you girls, and it's what's your private story?
Oh God, we've got so many private but not very private stories because we
Overshare on your own pod.
overshare on our own podcast.
Yeah, literally nothing's private for us anymore. But we have got a funny story where we went to the park once, we were having a picnic, and then I don't know what happened. I think it was a bit hot, and I fainted.
No, we have to say probably it was me, you,
was-
both our boyfriends.
Yeah, well, my ex-boyfriend now.
So ex-boyfriend.
So it was us four. We were having a picnic, and then I got really hot, and I fainted, and then everyone started rushing around me like, "Oh my God, is Anna okay? Like, what's going on?" And my boyfriend was panicking. Oh my God! And then next thing you know, Mandi was like, "I'm fainting too. I'm fainting too." And then next thing you know,
Wait, you actually fainted?
wait, she just like dropped to the floor, and then everyone looked over at her like, "Mandi."
I don't know what happened. It was the most embarrassing moment of my life. I actually felt like I needed to hide the fact that I was also feeling faint because everyone was going to think I'm copying Anna.
Yeah.
But maybe it was a shock that my sister fainted.
That you then
That
fainted.
made me want to faint.
But then-
and my boyfriend was like, Maddie, Anna's fainted. Like, we need to be there. And I was like, but I'm fainting too. I'm fainting too.
I'm on the ground to swallow me
And
up.
then, listen to this. So then I start feeling better. So like I managed to like get up a bit. They're giving me water. And then like I'm feeling better. And then after about 5 minutes, I'm like, guys, I'm going to faint again. So I'm like, I drop again to faint. And the next thing you know, Mandy's like, I'm going to faint again. This is
I bet these boys thought like, you just taking the
Maybe
mick,
we're
like-
connected through the soul. Maybe,
Or
I
maybe
feel
you
what
just-
you feel.
You wanted attention.
I did not want attention. That was not embarrassing. I was so cringed. My boyfriend was literally did not give a about me. Okay,
He did not care at all.
He was like, she's literally trying to steal the limelight from her sister. She's pretending to faint.
Oh my God, if I was sitting there, I'd be like...
It was my unsexiest moment ever.
Oh, wow.
Ever,
okay,
yeah.
that's a good private story. But wait, when was this? Recently?
No,
It was like a couple of years ago.
couple of years ago.
In the middle of
Wow.
Hyde Park. It was really
Yeah.
embarrassing. Everyone knew who we were. And we're like, the two sisters just faint,
Flopping up and down in the middle of Hyde Park. Oh, I get the ick so bad.
Yeah. It was so
I'd be like,
embarrassing.
oh God, let the ground swallow me now.
I know.
But girls, thank you so much for coming on. honestly,
thank you for
Thank you
having
for having
us.
so nice to actually finally meet you as well.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing.
It's been so fun and can't wait to have you on our pod.
Can't wait. As soon as you hit 18.
August, I'm on there. Run it up. After Ibiza, I'll have some stories to tell. It's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, you can share them as well.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. But thank you for coming on. And thank you to everyone listening or watching at home. This episode's been so much fun. And you guys can subscribe to the show on YouTube as well as follow us on Spotify or your podcast app of choice. And you can like, comment, and leave a review now. And you can also go follow me over on Instagram at Ami Charlize's Private Story and send me in your questions, stories, and dilemmas, or add me on Snapchat and TikTok whilst you're at it too. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening. Bye.